Welcome everybody. It's been a while. Now I know through high requests that you guys have asked me to do another mukbang. So what do I say? Mukbang me right in the fucking asshole, right? I used the joke again. I don't give a fuck, okay? It was funny the first time, I'm saying it again. How about you stop motioning too when I'm doing shit, all right? I'm a gesticulator. So what foods are we eating today, my friends? We are going to be eating 3 of my favorite ramens from my favorite ramen spots in Los Angeles. Now I know in a video before I did 3 of my favorite instant ramens, but if you've never had that real ramen goodness, you're about to be in for a treat today, my friends. Now for those of you who don't know, ramen is that good, stick to your ribs, stick to your soul, eat when it's cold type of food, and if it doesn't have that unctuous fattiness to it, you don't want to eat it. So, without further ado, my friends, let's bring in ramen number 1. Shaplow! Look at this one right here. This right here, my friends, is my personal number 1 favorite ramen spot in all of LA. Now I know that a lot of people have their preferences, but this is the first one that captured my heart. And I actually didn't have this in LA. I first had it in San Diego. This is Sontag Ramen's spicy miso ramen with chashu. Now, of course, it's not as pretty as it would be if you got it from there, because a lot of the liquid actually absorbed into the noodles because they wouldn't separate it out from me, but they still allowed me to take it to go. Anyways, so you have yourself some bamboo shoots, you have your nice delicious chashu pork, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dig into this. It's about to be popping. Oh! Nothing's wrong with this ramen. Absolutely nothing. I've eaten this ramen probably over 100 times, and every time I eat it, it's the same reaction. I get a little chub. It goes a little bloop. Why does my boner sound like a fart? Then, of course, what you gotta do, take a little Bambeezy, a little Noodle Easy. Oh, I missed it. Can't fuck it up. A little bit of both right there. Get that noodle pull action going on. Makes you wanna just fucking pop lock. I don't know how to do that shit. So good, man. It's just, ramen is fatty and salty, and that's the way that it honestly should be. If your ramen isn't like that and you're trying to go for like a fatless ramen, you probably don't have any friends. But it's just so delicious. I mean, tonkotsu broth, this is actually a tonkotsu broth, which is made from pork bones, so it's gonna have like this cream in it. There is no cream in there, but that's just from the pork fat alone. And if you can see like these little globs of fat and spice, and obviously some of that color from there is from the miso that they put in. It's just like umami bombs all over the place, because miso already has like a deep, rich, like fermented, earthy flavor, which is already an umami bomb in and of itself. They have woodier fungus, which is this stuff right here, bamboo shoots, and of course these delicious noodles. You know, when I've actually first had real ramen, I didn't know what to expect, because I didn't really want to pay like, I don't know, 8 or 10 bucks for ramen. It was something that was comfort food for me that I ate growing up coming from a package. So I was like, well, how much different can like handcrafted ramen be? I don't think it's gonna be that different. And when I ate it, my life was changed. I done fucking passed out right on the spot, just pow! Ramen to me is something that I will eat probably till the day I die. Even if I'm old and my doctor's like, listen, there's way too much sodium in your food. You gotta cut down, you're gonna die. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna die eating ramen then. And you can't tell me what to do, Mr. Doctor, with your stupid medical degree. When's the first time you guys ever had ramen? That first experience is always the best experience too, isn't it? It's like going on to like a travel adventure in your mouth, and you don't really have to go anywhere. You just gotta go to the restaurant. Like eating food that hits that heartstring is indescribable. That's why I like food, man. That's why I like homey food like this too. I'm not like too big into like fancy food. And I'm not saying there's something wrong with it, but I like food that's accessible to a lot of people. You know, good portions. It doesn't have to be like huge portions, but decent enough. And you should walk away with a foodgasm every time. And it doesn't have to be extra pretty every time you eat it either. It's weird. When you guys were first asking me to do a mukbang, had no idea that this is something that you guys would like, but I actually kind of enjoy it. It's kind of like, I don't know, like we're sitting across each other at a dinner table talking, but you're not saying anything at all, and it's just me talking all the damn time. And right here, towards the very end, this is going to be the best part. So we just have a little bit of noodle left. But you're hoping there's more. And you just. All that salty, fatty goodness. If you want to know where this is at, this is towards the west side of LA. It's actually in a market called Mitsuwa. Mitsuwa Supermarket is a Japanese chain. You'll see other restaurants in there, but you'll notice this little ramen spot right in the corner. They are cash only. So make sure that you bring cash if you want to get it. There's an ATM inside, but bring it before so you don't have to pay that surcharge. Next up, this is going to be a little different here. This is from the very famous Sujita in LA. Sujita's specialty is not actually the regular ramen that you typically see with the egg noodle in the broth. We're talking about dipping ramen. A lot of people probably haven't had dipping ramen if they haven't even had the regular ramen in the first place, but dipping ramen is on a whole nother level. Now, Sujita is known for this right here. This delicious dipping broth. It's that same type of like tonkotsu, super porky fattiness, but it's kind of broken down even more and it's a lot more thicker and it's just made to grip onto these starchy noodles when you grab a bite out of it. Now inside this delicious pork gloppiness are other pieces of pork and pork fat, and of course you have your marinated Japanese soft-boiled egg. And over here with these delicious noodles, you have your fatty chashu pork, and the killer here is this lime. You're not gonna put this lime into here. You're actually gonna put it on your noodles because with every bite, you want that limey acidity with this fatty goodness. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm getting horny off my food. Yeah, 2 limes right there. Then you're gonna go for the 3rd lime because you can't get enough limes. And if you ever go to Sujita on the west side, make sure that you ask for extra limes if you like that goodness. And if it's right on your fingers, just put it right back on there. Anyways, it's all good. And before I even take a piece of that fat chashu pork, what I'm going to do, oops, is dip it right in here. There's all that lime on it. And see what that does with those starchy noodles and that thick, thick broth? It just, like that. Oh my. I'm fucking spilling everywhere. I don't even care. Can I get a napkin? Let me wipe this down real quick because I'm being a bit of a slob. But man, holy crap. I'm talking about. All right, I could have just done it myself, but I don't know why you took it from me because I was gonna put it right there and then you took it from me to throw it in there. That's pretty fucking dumb. Anyways, God damn it, Vanessa, I can't. No, the flavor profile that you're getting on this, by the way, it's pork and it's also a little bit of fish because it has that smoky. I'm almost 100% sure they put a lot of like bonito flakes in here or something because it has that smoky fishy taste that you do get from bonito. With the next bite, we're gonna add a little bit of that chashu pork. I'm gonna dip it right into this mofo. So when I take the noodles and I put it in there, I'm gonna grab it up with all that sauce. Sauce boss. Ooh. It's okay to play with your noodles too, by the way. Yeah, that kind of came off like you're playing with your dick. Next bite with a fatty piece of chashu. And if you're looking to lose weight and you want low carb, low fat, bitch, this is not for you. And what I like to do with the third bite, my friends, is this part right here. With this, let me just slice this open for you guys so you guys can see what the fuck, how delicious this is. Do you see that? Do you see the yolk mixing in with that crazy pork fat? Third bite is always the best bite because I've already experienced everything that I wanted out of the protein, the pork. Now I'm gonna get what I want out of this egg. Take this, dip it in, and just to show you once again that delicious pull of flavor, like that. Yes. Take a bite of this first. Then a bite of that egg. Then I'm in heaven. Man, that marinated soft-boiled like egg always does it for me, man. Because I know like we're used to like soft-boiled eggs just being straight up hard-boiled, or well, not hard-boiled, but just the white egg that you normally have. But when you have this, it's just flavor everywhere, and that salt actually cures that yolk and it makes it really goopy and gooey like this. Oh man. You know, I have a friend actually used to date her, but she really, really loved this place. And she would just nonstop talk about this place. And I think she was probably the reason why I even fell in love with this place in the first place. But interesting enough, I kept the place, but I left her. Food is sometimes more important than women. I say about 90% of the time is more important than your partner. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not saying Mariel, but any girl before I met her, and that's not, I'm not saying Mariel. I'm not saying Mariel. Any girl that I met before her, if they said, listen, either starve for a week or be with me, I'd be like, peace out, bitch, pack up your pussy and get the fuck out my house. Fucking tell me if I should love you or love food. You must be out your goddamn mind with your damn titties. I got my own titties to play with. I don't need your titties. Fuck that shit. I'll take my dick, slide it right back to the ass crack, bam, got a pussy too. Take your friends to this place. Sontag in Los Angeles has a lot of Japanese food there too. It's definitely a place to visit. If you go to Sujit, LA, there's going to be a huge wait there if you go during busy times. That's just how well known it is. That's how much people like it. Another string of that noodles. Put it back in that sauce. Bring that motherfucking egg right up to my motherfucking face. And see, I cradled it within the noodles to protect it from me. So freaking good. Stick to your ribs, bust you in the gut, make you forget your children, slap your mama in the face, tie your dick to your belly button, pop a boner in the fucking morning and rip that shit off the bellies of your hair fucking good. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't know how those skinny little Japanese or Korean girls eat this much goddamn food. Their fucking dookie must be insane, but we're gonna move to the next one, which is a new ramen spot out in LA that's doing something different that I didn't think that I would like as much as I did, but I have to feature it because it's probably a place that I go to more than I go to Sontag, because Sontag is actually far from where I live. The new contender in all of Los Angeles, Rakan Ramen. Rakan with the R and Ramen with the R. So the ramen that I got to show you guys is one that they do very unique. So the cool thing about this place is when you walk by it, it kind of shows you like, or maybe it was inside the restaurant, there's like a little chart that shows you how the chef who created this ramen gets his flavor profiles, or his like umami bombs as I call it. A lot of their broths here are actually vegetarian. A majority of them actually are, and he has vegan options. Now, first when I heard about that shit, I was like, vegan ramen? Get the fuck out of here, dude, you fucking loser. I'm gonna punch you in the face and drag you outside and then piss you right. Shit. Surprisingly, I decided to give it a chance because, you know, you can't really judge a ramen by its cover. So I walked in and I got this chicken potage ramen. The broth apparently is vegetarian. The chicken is what makes it not vegetarian. So the potage, if you've ever had a potage soup, it's like a corn potato type of puree or some type of thick soup that you have, but he did that with his ramen. So what that kind of does with this, it gives it this creamy flavor without having like animal fat inside it, which is that you get from tonkotsu. And instead of using animal fat on top, he actually uses olive oil. So, ramen, my friends, something about it gets me right into my souls, right into my shit knot. These ramen noodles are a little thinner than most. Diced little delicious onions, bamboo shoots, and of course what I like to add to mine is a little bit of their house chili oil. This stuff, by the way, is pretty damn spicy, so if you don't like spicy food, you're not gonna like this, but the flavor that comes from this is out of this world, so I like to use it. Right off the bat, just to give you guys what I'm going through right now, this is way lighter than the other ramens that I had. Now, that's what I love about this ramen. You get the flavor without that crazy heavy animal fat that you're so used to getting in ramen. Now I know I said earlier, if it's not fatty, if it's not unctuous, it's not gonna be delicious, but this man proved me wrong when he created this ramen. It was actually so damn good that I think Joe and I ate at this place 3 or 4 times a week because it's very reminiscent, even though it's different from the normal like traditional ramen that you get, of what you can get in Japan. No joke. If you go to like these small little joints out of nowhere that doesn't have a sign and you kind of walk in, this is the type of ramen that you're gonna get. Very clean on the palate, super, just not overly crazy with their flavors, just very simple and straightforward. And man, if you can make ramen this flavorful without making me feel like a piece of shit, then you did your job right. This tender piece of chicken right here. So freaking good, man. Like I said, don't get deterred by the vegan, vegetarian stuff. And I know a lot of you people who are pro-meat, which I am too. It doesn't mean that I don't like vegan or vegetarian food. I actually love vegan and vegetarian food. It's just not something that I want to eat all the time. Give another bite of this. This is it, man. I didn't even know they had to-go stuff. I'm gonna get this to go all the time. The broth. So flavorful. This is what's up, man. Make sure that you check this place out. This is, it sucks too because when I first came here, they were empty as hell because nobody knew who they were and I was just eating there all the time. But lo and behold, of course, when something's amazing and a chef does a great job, they're going to get popular, and this place is popping now, and now I can never get a seat, but whatever. How dare he make money? So good. Look at that egg ramen bite. This is probably gonna be the last bite. It's so crazy how I just said I was so full, but that's what I'm talking about, how light this ramen is. You'll just demolish it. Oh! 3 of my favorite ramen places in LA, mukbang completed. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what other foods that you want me to eat or try out or show you that I like to eat in LA. I'm thinking about showing you guys my favorite chicken wings in LA. I'm talking about regular chicken wings either. I'm talking about Korean chicken wings, by the way. But let me know in the comments below. What other foods would you like me to eat, make, create? Let me know, people. This is a family type of thing. I missed you guys. Now, excuse me as I put my finger down my throat and throw up in the toilet.